I'll discuss more detail about the Karafes code and the process of it's called matching, like in the United States residency, USMLE and other things.
স্টুডেন্ট ও গার্ডিয়ানদের জন্য ব্রঙ্কসের ও নিউ ইয়র্ক সিটির জ্যাকসন হাইটসেও বিশেষ অনুষ্ঠানের আয়োজন করেছে মামুনস টিউটোরিয়াল। স্পেশালাইজড স্কুলগুলোতে অ্যাডমিশনের জন্যই এই আয়োজন। এতে স্টুডেন্টদের মূলত অনুপ্রাণিত করতেই এমন আয়োজন নিয়মিত করা হয়ে থাকে।
এবছর তারা নতুন করে একটা সিস্টেম ইন্টারনালি কম্পিউটার ডিসাইড ইস ডাইনামিক ওয়ে, যেমন এসএটি যেমন আগে ছিল স্ট্যাটিক, সবাই একই টেস্ট দিচ্ছে, রাইট? বা একটা ফর্ম আছে, ওই ফর্ম whatever they says or articles are there is going to remain there. But what happened right now, the computer check your answer right away and could determine what's your strength in this comprehension. If you do really good, the next article they're going to give it to you is more challenging. And if you do the first essay, if you do poorly, that means the computer will know, oh, this kid is not strong enough. Let me give some little bit easier article for the next.
বরাবরের মতো স্টুডেন্টদের জন্য সুন্দর দিক নির্দেশনামূলক বক্তব্য দিয়েছেন মামুনস টিউটোরিয়ালের কর্ণধার শেখ আল মামুন।
Kaplan, Barron's, all those books, Tutorverse, at least you need to buy 5 to 6 books. But most important books, yes, from the Tutorverse and other books you could practice the reading comprehension, the grammar section. But you could download this handbook, it's free, from the New York City Board of Education, right? If you go to one of the website is called admissionsquad.org. It's like a free website. You have 30 free SSST student handbooks since 2008 till 2024. So you need to search simply SSST handbooks. Just write SSST handbooks in the Google search bar and look for the admission squad. And if you could make sure your kids practice from this book each night, one day math, another day English. Okay, even for the last 5 years, if they could get, let's say one of the tests I reviewed today, for the last 4 or 5 years, if they could thoroughly understand this each and every single problem from here, I could guarantee that they're going to make it.
উল্লেখ্য, নিউ ইয়র্ক সিটিতে 8টি স্পেশালাইজড স্কুলে ভর্তির ক্ষেত্রে এগিয়ে থাকে মামুনসের স্টুডেন্টরা। সঠিক নিয়মে স্টুডেন্টরা নিজেদের কাজ করলেই কাঙ্ক্ষিত সাফল্য পাওয়া যায় বলে মনে করছেন শেখ আল মামুন। তবে এক্ষেত্রে অভিভাবকদের সব সময় দায়িত্বশীল থাকতে হবে বলে জানান তিনি।
Could search English grammar for 7th grade. They have a subject verb agreement, the past tense, or the auxiliary verb. They have practice, so maybe you could practice from there. In Bangladesh, I know Mr. Scott get familiar. We had one subject for reading comprehension English 1, and then others English grammar. We used to have 2 different classes. So we used to take for 9, 10, 11 to this 4 years, we used to have both reading comprehension and the grammar separately. But also beside English, we also have the same thing in Bengali. So, but yeah, this country they don't have. They have only one class, either English or Spanish, not the grammar separate.
ব্রঙ্কসের পাশাপাশি জ্যাকসন হাইটস ব্রাঞ্চেও ইংলিশ শেখাতে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা রাখছেন জন স্কট।
But those reading skills are fundamental. Reading endurance so that they can last the entire time of the test, right? Reading fluency, building vocabulary. A lot of the students are used to, like Mr. Mahmoud said, used to reading things on the internet or TikTok, and they read little blurbs or text messages, and they're not reading longer form works. Also had a student last night ask me if graphic novels are okay. No, right? Graphic novels have a lot of pictures, and we need words. Okay, so we need to make sure they're doing that. The only other thing I'd say is homework. Want to make sure that they're doing their homework. I'm a little strict about that. In math, it's very common to hear a math teacher say to show your work, right? Because they want to see all that on the paper. I don't want to just give me the right answer. I want to know how you got to that right answer. I want to see your thought process. Well, I want to see that too, but that's going to be on the paper. Right, especially for reading comprehension, I should see the passages marked up. Right, I should see the thinking process going on when I'm looking at their writing, or sorry, what they're reading. Okay, and you can do that too. Even if you don't know what the right answer is, or if they've done all that work, you can look at the passage and see if they've marked it up. Okay, whether there's circles or stars or underlines, main ideas by every paragraph. Okay. So I require all of that to be done for the homework to count, all right? So sometimes people might say, I did my homework. But I don't just want answers circle, A, B, C, or D. I want to see why you're choosing these things.
স্টুডেন্টদের করণীয় সম্পর্কে গার্ডিয়ানদের সাথে কথা বলেন শেখ আল মামুন।
Tutorverse, Ivy Prep, Barrows, Kaplan, and the Bell Curve. Bell Curve is one of the best book. Okay, it has more example, more details, worksheet, lot more worksheet than any other books. This book is very brief, but the Bell Curve I'm gonna have to order especially. Okay, so I'm gonna order them separately, and each book is gonna cost around $35-40, but it has more materials. Okay.
এই সময় গার্ডিয়ানদের পরামর্শ দিয়েছেন এবং স্টুডেন্টদের করণীয় সম্পর্কে ধারণা দিয়েছেন।
Out of 57, 50 of them are multiple choice. Only 7 questions are from the beginning. They have grading questions, right? The first few is going to be grading. Also in the SAT exam, from 58 to 62 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions is going to be grading. Like they have to show the work and write down the answer. But rest of them is A, B, C, D or E, F, G, H.
একই সময় জন স্কটও স্টুডেন্ট ও গার্ডিয়ানদের পাশে ছিলেন।
For the grammar and English, right? Are you assigning them reading as well as the homework to do?
Yeah, so I'm not assigning the reading log. I'm letting them choose that for themselves. But I do assign. So my usual assignment is Saturday night. I know they don't have a lot of time until the next day. So they finish here at 6 o'clock and they go home and I eat, and then they've got to do that work that night or the next morning for Sunday, right? Before they come in. So I usually give a shorter grammar work on Saturday, and then I give longer reading comprehension over the week.
মামুনস টিউটোরিয়াল এবং শেখ আল মামুন যেভাবে স্টুডেন্টদের প্রতি যত্নশীল, এতে স্টুডেন্টদের সাকসেস হওয়ার সুযোগ অনেক বেড়ে যায় বলে মন্তব্য করেন গার্ডিয়ানরা।
We had the test today, but I don't know how she did yet because we just finished at 5:50, and then we started the meeting at 6:15. So I haven't had the time to grade it yet. So if you want to see her latest score, like I said, is we're gonna go over that next weekend, Saturday. If it's fast, we'll have I'll hand it.
SITV নিউ ইয়র্ক।
তখন 54 is really really good score. এটা যদি সে ধরে রাখতে পারে, সে 3টা অঙ্ক মাত্র ভুল করছে, সে স্ট্যাবিলিটি স্কোর পাস করবে। ম্যাথের জন্য যদি ইংলিশে যদি সে 7 পায়, then definitely she will make it.